my God, badly hurt. Badly hurt. We need paramedics right now. Holy shit. A car just drove into people, causing a multi-chain accident.
Fuck that shit, right?
Somebody might be dead, folks. Somebody.
As we record this, it's the day of the whole Charlottesville, Virginia thing. So I'm sure by the time this gets posted, there's going to be a whole heck of a lot more information on it, and we'll see some truth coming out of it. You know what's happening. But I just wanted to get your take on it because you wanted my take. So
yeah, man. I mean, first of all, just condolences to the people who got hurt, and I believe at this point right now, one person has lost their life. So
I got reports of like 2 or possibly 3.
Okay, so condolences to them and their families. But yeah, I mean it's tragic. I mean, one of the things that I don't like when something like this happens is people immediately jump to conclusions and want to make it they want to lay blame on something, and it has to always be something political. It can't just be something as simple as a crazy person just having a way to hurt a lot of people. It has to be, because we should never have allowed, neo-Nazis to get together, or they should never have allowed people to protest out there, and I think both sides have a right to do that, whether we agree with them or not. And I do definitely want to say that I despise neo-Nazis. And I think the GOP definitely denounces them, even though Democrats love to attach neo-Nazis and white supremacists to GOP all the time.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, but I mean, immediately everything has to be politicized, and that is just wrong. I mean, we can't even take a breath and say, hey, some people really got hurt here. Can we at least not politicize it for a little while? Find out all the facts before we start saying, it's these crazy, Republicans, or you have people on the right blaming the protesters. But either way, it should never be politicized, I don't think.
No, I don't think it should be politicized either. But I mean, if you look at, again, back to Twitter, right? You look at the Twitter stuff on Donald Trump, and they hate him. Of course, he's the cause of all of this. I mean,
right?
They hate him more than the person who actually ran somebody down and killed somebody. I mean, it's ridiculous how crazy some people can be.
Here's the problem. If you and I dislike each other, but we're in the same room together, we're going to be relatively cordial because we're face to face.
Okay.
But if I'm behind a computer and I don't see your face, it's way easier to be as rude as possible.
Yeah, but is it adult to be as rude as possible?
No, you're right. It's not adult. But I think that you're giving people too much credit. Just in general. Yeah, I mean, it's not. Yeah, and it's not just people on the left. Although I think that it happens more, with people on the left, especially the SJW types. It's everyone. Mm-hmm. It can affect everyone. for sure.
Okay.
So,
Well, honestly, that was just, I didn't even want to, that was just news of the day. So I didn't want to get too deep into that.
okay.
But maybe once we get a little more information, like, who that guy was and that drove over, or gal, I don't even know, that drove those people over. I don't know if did you see the video?
I saw the video, and supposedly it was a man that they arrested.
Yeah, it was graphic. It was really tragic.
It is tragic.
Yeah.
It is tragic.
So once we know more about it, maybe a little bit of motivation or whatever, because everything we got speculation. I don't like to deal in speculation. Right. It's not that much. I like to speculate, but I don't think that should be part of our permanent record.
Well, yeah, speculation is fine, but when it comes to something like this, a tragedy like this, I don't think that's fair to anybody, the victims or the perpetrator. So.
Right.